Hey everyone, good afternoon. I wanted to share something with you that has been very helpful for me and very insightful and helped me really focus on what areas I need to work on in my life. I think that so many people nowadays are so consumed with being busy and taking care of their responsibilities and really are just all over the place. And I hear this all the time. I'm too busy. I'm too tired. I don't know what day is what. I don't know if I'm coming or going. And everybody's just really overwhelmed with life. And they never stop to really look at the progress they've made or really stop to take a look at what areas of their life they're neglecting or need some little TLC to improve. I wanted to share a little bit about my story and how I've really been able to turn my whole life around over the last 3 months. And I think that it's helpful to share what I went through and what I'm doing now and the results that I'm getting so that other people out there who have some of the same struggles or the things they're facing that are weighing heavily on them or preventing them from being the most badass version of themselves, they can actually follow and duplicate. So a little story, my husband and I separated in June and we were apart for about 8.5 weeks. During that time, I still remained a coach, helping other people the best I could with what I had and with what I was going through. I tried to get on as many calls that I could as far as personal development or seminars to help me grow mentally, spiritually, and become a better leader. So what I got on this call was one from Jennifer Grace. I don't know if anybody knows who she is or is familiar with her, but this was my first time listening to her. She talked about the Wheel of Life, and I'm going to show you what it looks like, and I'm hoping that you can see right here. So if you want to do this assignment at home, or if you'd like me to send the form to you, or you want to go to her website and get it, it's great. So basically what you do is you draw a circle, and then you divide it into sections. So you're going to draw a line in the middle, and then you're going to do one little, it's like a pie chart, one for romance, one for health, one for living space, one for family, one for finances, one for career, one for spirituality, and one for recreation. And then if you see right here, there's a line where it starts from 0 to 10. And what you're going to do is you're going to want to put a dot in between each little like pie slice and assign it a number, how you feel on a scale from 1 to 10, where your life is. And then you're going to draw a line to each one. And it's very enlightening to see what it is that you feel strongest and it seems to be going well in your life, and what areas seem to be neglected or needing some improvement. So when I did mine in July, what you do is once you have the dots on there, you connect them. This is mine in July. Definitely kind of all over the place and really not balanced. So I'll share with you. Romance I rated out of 2. Health a 7. Living space 2. 5 for family. 4 for finances. 6 for career. 0 for spirituality. And 8 for recreation. Once I had that and I really saw where I was peaking, it was in recreation. And it was no doubt because I was suffering from anxiety and depression, and I just kind of felt lost in how to go with my career, where my family was going, where my marriage was going, all these different things. So it's so easy. I mean, I've done Franklin Covey time management trainings where it says that people oftentimes they get so overwhelmed that they fall into this category where it's all about fun, because it's a distraction. It's easy, it's mindless, and but it may make you feel better at the time, and you're not focusing on what's stressing you out or something that's expending a lot of energy that mentally and emotionally takes a toll on you, but you're actually backsliding and you're really neglecting what needs to be worked on. So I saw that recreation was something big, and why I'm sharing this is I'm reviewing my goals from last year. I found the goals that I saved, and every month I set goals. Every week I set goals and long-term goals. And at the end of each year, I start setting my goals for the following year. I looked at this list that was, pretty long of what I wanted to accomplish in 2015. Also, last night at the same time on the Facebook app, I saw that it said the post that I posted exactly a year ago, talking about how stressed I was and how upset I was, and how 2015 was going to, be different than 2014 because 2014 was rough. Well, 2015 came. It's almost over, and it was worse than 2014. And looking at the list of goals that I had written out this time last year, I didn't achieve any of my goals except for 3 of the goals. The 3 goals were to go on the free trip that I won through our company, being a leader, doing what I needed to be doing, and really helping other people in the health and fitness industry, and also to get to our annual convention in July, which was in Nashville, and then also to make sure that I qualified for our leadership event. This is an exclusive event for the top 250 people in our organization, which I did. Those are the things I was striving for. Those are the things that I accomplished out of a list of about 20 things. And I realized that those are things that were important to me, the recreation, the camaraderie from being with all of my peers. But I was distracted the rest of the year where I didn't reach any of the other goals, the goals that make me feel great about myself. And you know what? I've spent a lot of time in therapy lately. I've been doing a lot of personal development. I've been shifting my focus on what's important. I've literally removed every distraction from my life that would prevent me or tempt me from not going after everything that I have. So I'm not upset about the goals that I didn't reach this year. It just helps me understand what it was that was distracting me, why I didn't do it, what I allowed to distract me, and how I can learn from this year so that I go into 2016 and not waste another year of my life. So I decided that some of the things to set myself up for success is to track everything that I do and make sure that it's something that I focus on. Because what you track, you improve. What you track, you are really in tune with. And so I knew where I needed to create a balance. And life happens, things happen. So your love life may be better than from month to month. So I decided the first of every month I'm going to track the areas of my life to see how things are going, to try to create a balance and try to make sure that I am focused on all of these areas so that I don't neglect one or the other. So I'm going to fill out a wheel of life on the first of every month or at the end of every month. That way I can kind of track from month to month where I'm at, and so that I stay focused. I also have been tracking my workouts. So I write on this big whiteboard every week for 2 weeks what workout I'm doing, so I can check it off, so that I get that sense of accomplishment every day when I can check off the workout and know it's done. And then whenever I fill up those 2 weeks with all the check marks and erase it and start over, and then I can look back. And because of this, I have been able to stick to my workouts for 10 whole weeks consistently. I haven't skipped a workout. I've only taken 5 rest days. On my other days, I do active recovery like yoga or Pilates, so that I'm giving my body a little bit of a rest. I've also been tracking my foods. That way, I am more accountable for what I'm eating to make sure that I am meeting my health and fitness and weight loss goals. I've been tracking my weight. Not something that I'm doing every day meticulously and getting wrapped up into it, because that can happen. But I'm tracking it so that I can see progress. A half a pound a day is a half a pound a day. And instead of looking at how far I have a 20-pound weight loss goal that I set in September to reach by the end of the year. But I'm just tracking it day by day. I track my measurements. I take progress pictures as well. I'm also tracking the things that I'm doing each day, my schedule. I'm making sure that I start my day off positively. I make my bed. I get up and I make my breakfast. I know what I'm going to do. I have a to-do list, and I try to tackle the most important thing on my list every day. And you know what? To-do lists are there just so that you don't have things just running around in your brain, because if you have things you have to do that are just there all day long, they loom over your head. It's so much easier to write it down. That doesn't mean you have to accomplish all of it every day, because your to-do list is always going to grow and you're always going to have things going on. So don't beat yourself up. But it's also, at the end of the day, exhilarating to be able to cross off a few things. Try to tackle the goal for the day that is going to create the most, is going to be the most productive, is going to create the most results. And put it all in one note. I used to have notes all over, goals on my phone, goals on a piece of paper, goals on this app, and to-dos, and then I would check off 1 or 2 things here and there, and I would have ended up completing 5 or 6 things throughout the day, but it didn't really seem like much when it was here and there. So have it in one neat place. I've gotten organized. One of the things that was really important to me on my to-do list was to set up some systems. So I bought some $1 composition books at Target, set one up for goals, one for my daily schedule, one for my business follow-ups, one for this, one for that, so that way it's neatly there. I have it in this little cereal box that my daughter made into this little holder where I slide them in there, and I label them on the outside. So I'm setting myself up for success, so that, number one, this is a great way for time management. If every day you have a routine that's relatively the same, you already know what you're getting into. You spend less time waiting around trying to figure out what to do. And the same thing about workouts. If you have your workouts all placed out, then you know exactly what workout you're doing. You don't have to sit there and think, well, was it this one? Which one did I do yesterday? So you're saving yourself time, frustration. And sometimes if you lost something or you can't find what workout you did, or you can't remember what workout you did before, in comes the negative self-talk. Oh, you dummy. Why can't you remember anything? You forget everything. And if you're starting your day off like that, it does set the tone for the rest of your day. So these are the things that I thought that I would help you, to help you save some time, to be able to feel confident, to be more productive, and to really help you be in tune with your life. So I wanted to share with you where I shared with you what my numbers were on the Wheel of Life in July. And this is what my Wheel of Life looks like that I filled out for the month of November. So since I've been tracking all these things, since I have been really cognizant to really what I needed to improve on, and to really focus on balance and making sure that I don't keep 2 plates spinning while the other ones fall, and then come running over and try to get the other 8 going and then have the other 2 fall, but trying to create a balance, and also asking for help from my husband, learning when to say no to other people, learning to take care of myself first instead of trying to help everyone else. This has helped me become a better leader, a better mother, a better wife. And it's not selfish. It's just I'm taking care of myself, which helps me get everything else done a whole lot more efficiently. So I'm proud to share with you that in July, what I rated the area of romance in my life went from a 2 to a 5. My health has went from a 7 to a 9. My living space, a 2 to an 8. Family, a 5 to a 7. Finances, 4 to 5. Career, 6 to 7. Spirituality, 0 to 3. And recreation, from 8 to 5. If you notice, I was pouring all of my time and thought and free time into recreation, to just tune out what else was going on. So it doesn't mean that I still don't have fun. I've just changed my fun. And I've learned that if I want the rest of my life to feel calm and at ease, and I want to feel good about myself, then the recreation needs to scale back some. And you know what? I'm enjoying every other aspect of my life so much more now that I've stopped focusing on fun and distracting myself from what really needed work, which was myself. So I hope this has helped you. And if you'd like the links to find Jennifer Grace, to really tune into what she has to say, or you'd like a copy of the Wheel of Life that she sends out to do this exercise, I urge you to reach out to me, and I will be able to help point you in the right direction. If you'd like some help, really fine-tuning how to improve these parts of your life once you have filled out the Wheel of Life, then I would be glad to help you. I really highly recommend that you track everything you do. Take a few minutes every Sunday to plan out your goals, to plan out your week, because you know what? Winging it just does not work. Take this from somebody who winged over 3 decades of their life and now is finally getting it right. So I hope that this helped you, and it helps you with time management, building your confidence, and helping you reach your goals a whole lot quicker than maybe you've been reaching them and striving to over the last couple weeks, months, or life. So have a wonderful day.